Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the AOC E1649FWU. Now, despite its name, this is still a pretty cool product. We're looking at a 16-inch mobile or portable LCD display that is USB powered. In other words, you will be able to connect this to your laptop or Windows 8 tablet of choice and have a secondary display all through the power of your USB port. So no secondary or external power supply needed, relatively lightweight, and extremely affordable. You're looking at a device that is under $100 right now, at least at the time of this review, or unboxing, I should say. So with that said, USB 2.0, as you can see right here, auto pivot because this will swivel. You can go landscape or portrait using the Flexi stand, which you'll see in a moment. And AOC, whether you've heard of the brand or not, is a reliable and reputable manufacturer. This can be picked up from a variety of different retailers, Walmart, among many others. And really, this is designed for those of you who want a second display, but want to be able to bring that second display without actually having a second machine, because that's really what this is all about, in my opinion. Let me turn this around the other way. And this is definitely one of the more affordable options out there when you're looking. I can't say that you're going to find something that's really going to rival this for its actual performance or form factor. Keep in mind, this is not a 1080p model. If you want a 1080p version of this device, you will have to step up to the 23-inch form factor. Before I actually get out of the box, by the way, let's take a look at some of their demo pictures. You can see basically the folding stand, which you'll see right now when I get out of the box, showing that it supports multiple USB monitor connections, also showing you the fact that it is portable. This guy's carrying it in his arm. I don't know where the actual computing device is. No compatibility with Android or iOS, so this is a desktop device only, so Mac, whether you're Mac or PC, that's really where this is going to reside. So this is, as stated very clearly, a secondary display. So let me go ahead and get this out of the box. And I think it's really the perfect device for someone who's always traveling, but as I mentioned, does not want to actually bring with them yet another monitor, computer, when they really could just take something that's lightweight like this and have everything in one package. So let me go ahead and get, first foremost, the included USB cable out, which is just it's a mini, not a micro, for those of you that are curious. Then let me see if I can get this out of the box without causing any ruckus, because it is relatively tight in there. Get the box out of the way. And let's go ahead and remove the styrofoam, which was secured like Fort Knox delivered it. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm expecting decent things out of this. 1376 or 1366 by 768 resolution. As I mentioned, not 1080p. High gloss, no matte finish here, and high gloss finish is pretty much what you're going to get with almost every monitor these days. Of course, there are still a handful of monitors, high-end and not necessarily high-end alike, that don't have the high gloss finish, but tends to do better with reading, believe it or not, despite what most people may think. Some of the plastic already coming off here, but like most devices these days, covered in just coatings of plastic. A little marketing up at the top, which is really just about what we saw on the front of the box. And then if I flip it over, you can see the actual stand, as I mentioned before, which does just pop out like that. And then the pivot can actually, of course, allow you to stand it up picture frame style. I mean, that's really what this lends itself from, is the picture frame design, digital picture frames where you can just, using the stand, move it in two different formats or orientations. Your micro USB port, or mini USB again, correct myself, as I did notice that it is not a micro but mini USB to full-size USB cable included. So that's the port right there. I think that's just to indicate the actual port. Nothing actually there beyond it, unless I'm incorrect. Nope, yep, that is it. And then serial number information right there. And that's pretty much it. A little bit of AOC branding. And there you have it. I mean, that's what this looks like. Very light, and I think that's really what they're going for. This is all about if you need another 16-inch display, you want to be able to present information to clients, this is a really good way to do it, other than having another device. Certainly a lot less expensive than having a tablet for presentations. You know, any other device pretty much is going to cost more than this 16-inch display. As far as what quality will be like, I can't speak to that yet. Need to actually use it first. But at the price point, I can tell you it's going to be relatively difficult to beat. Let me see what else, if anything else, is still in the box, because I know there are some of you out there who expect more from unboxings than the actual device. And basically, this is what's left. We've got an actual Quickstart guide that shows pretty much just the orientation and the range of motion for the display itself, and then an installation guide. But this is plug and play, so as long as you have USB 2.0 port, you should be good to go. And the actual USB cable that I was showing before does have two USB heads. That's in the event your device, laptop, as I mentioned before, whatever it may be, an Ultrabook or a MacBook Air or Surface Pro tablet style device, if it's not able to power the 16-inch display with a single USB port, you're going to need that second port. So make sure, if you're using something like a Surface Pro or Pro 2, you've only got one USB port. I haven't tested it with this yet, but I'm expecting it'll be able to power this without a hitch. Of course, larger laptops shouldn't have an issue, but they do include that second one for those lower powered ports that do require two to actually power this mobile display. Again, if you don't have two ports, you're going to be up a creek, so to speak. Any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.